Hi, Santiago Rafael here in this introduction to the Heroes Map, in this access point to this powerful and valuable tool that has helped me in my soul's path and the development of my mastery. I am so enthusiastic about sharing this because the playing of the game of life gets way more coherent, gets way more simple when we understand the dynamics, the game, the rules of the game, and the challenges that we have. First, I must honor my mentors, my teachers, and my studies to compile this and to learn and nurture this. Mainly the resources that help me build this are the initiatic cultures as the Toltecs, where we all declare as masters in certain degree, and not in masters in a term of master over the other, master in a sense of having power to direct and create our own reality. Someone who has helped me and a great teacher and mentor of the initiatic cultures and the logic of this map is José Luis Parise, great teacher. If you understand Spanish, please look for him. He goes very deep into the map of the magician, he calls it, and I use components of the map of the magician, that is a map that has been in many initiatic cultures, and the hero's journey of Joseph Campbell that talks about this journey, internal journey, plus the gaming theory. The gaming theory as well helps us to overcome the challenges and the stages that we are in. So, first, the understanding of mastery, again, to stand on that point, is to rule over matter, to rule over reality. It's like we have a reality around us, and there are forces at play that if we understand the rules of these forces and how to play with them and redirect, do this alchemy of subtilizations, this aikido with those forces, we will be very resourceful and artful, as the Jinkies say, being able to craft and design this reality at will. So, just to give my background as a channeler, as an Akashic Record Master, I have seen many patterns of the souls that are replicating. There are configurations in no matter what lifetime, they replicate problems and problems until they learn it. So, as the Bardo Todol says, I sorry to spoil the Bardo Todol, after the Vedas, that are the veils, we have this epiphany, this realization that the Creator consciousness has created us to solve problems in an efficient way, and a time-efficient way. Pay attention on the words of problems and time efficiency. That's what this is about. So the Creator consciousness created us to help solve problems that God itself is not is trying to solve too. So we are these unfoldments, these parts of God solving problems, and by learning this dynamic, this map of consciousness, this living map of consciousness, we will be more effective in problem solving. So, according to the last Beyond the Vedas, we are helping divinity by becoming and acknowledging our divinity. Okay, this is an access point from the spirituality and from what I have seen in soul patterns. So the soul's path will be more conscious, and we will be able to get out of this configuration that suddenly work as prisons or obstacles where we need to go across. So we will learn how to go across and have more power over our reality. It's not a mastery in a sense of ruling over others. It's not that domination between other people, but knowing that the other people, or the other, let's say, as Paris says, the other as the different ego, the ego of the other. There's a collective ego that sometimes gets inside of us. There are other forces that sometimes get inside of us, and we are mastering our inner realm. And that's why all the initiatic cultures work on the warrior awareness. We will watch that, we will work on that later. But this is the mastery of ourselves and who directs and creates our reality. So to understand the rules of the game, because this is the game of life that we are working on, and this is not only a tool that will help us in this life. I can confirm by my channeling and studies and experiences in the soul's development that these patterns will replicate no matter if you are in this incarnation, you incarnate in another time or in another space. These rules will be useful. So that's why when I got the purpose and the mission of bringing this tool out, my guides and my masters were telling me we are interested in this. It's not only just to practice and to bring it out and to test how much we know in the initiatic cultures and the magicians and the heroes map, but we are interested in this. My spiritual masters and mentors are interested in this, so that's why I'm studying it. That's the importance of this. So, are we interested in this already? This is what we need to inspire ourselves, the enthusiasm, be shiny, be interested enough so we can go through the challenges that this may bring up. Because when we start watching the sphinxes and the invisible prisons that may have imprisoned ourselves, enslaved us, we may have some emotions. So we will require as well some emotional intelligence and the alignment of our affections, the clarity to know what we want, and many things along the way. This is just an introduction to this tool of manifesting and overcoming the challenges and the test of life in a heroic way. Now we come to the hero. What does a hero mean? What means to be heroic? And it's this capacity of challenge, of overcoming big challenges. And I have also the background of playing games of heroes and knowing that this heroism comes from the character of the person. We are a character that we build up virtues that we will use when we are overcoming big things. So these virtues will help us on the responses to life. So from this map of the hero, we will have a guideline how to have heroic responses in life and in our way of being. So we keep building the mastery of ourself with capital S, not the ego. The only game of powers here is the ego or the lowercase self versus ourself, the real self. So we are mastering our ego, and we are mastering our higher self to work together, to align and to manifest the best reality possible. And to put it in simple, just to close this introduction, this is to manifest a great reality. Let's say to enter the club, to enter the club that would be the paradise. Okay, we go into the club. So when we have a challenge like the doorkeeper or the sphinx, as we say in initiatic cultures, that are guarding a treasure behind, we can have the guard as an impediment and as an obstacle that doesn't allow me, I bounce, and many times I replicate and bounce and have to go back. Or I can have the guard as a friend that suddenly opens up the door because we have a good relationship. So we have the Sphinx in our favor. So these are the rules and the nuances of life that we are going to be working. Are you interested? Okay, if you dare, if you feel cold, and if you want to get in, there's a difference when we are starting when we are initiating. When we are initiated, we get inside what is sacred. If you are called to keep going, come in.